at me.
1, 2, 3.
¿Cómo estás, Bill?
Muy bien, gracias. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just marveling at
Laughing
those
with me.
wonderful moves.
Oh, you're sweet. I'm Setareh Khatibi, and this is Bill Miranda, and welcome to Our Valley Santa Clarita Television. And we are brought to you by Our Valley Santa Clarita Magazine. Make sure to subscribe at ourvalleygroup.com.
That's the place. Subscribe to the magazine. You'll really enjoy it. But listen, I am so excited.
Why?
September's almost here, and the Santa Clarita Valley Latino Chamber of Commerce is celebrating our annual awards gala.
Ooh, gala.
At the Grand Ballroom of the Regency Hyatt Hotel on Friday, August 22nd from 6 p.m. till whenever.
Till the clock strikes 12.
That-
Hey, but you know what? I'm really sad. I don't want to get into September right now because we're barely finishing off the week of August, the Leo month. That is the best sign, I hope you know.
Does someone have a birthday in Leo land?
Yes, actually. Thanks for asking. I am a Leo, proud of it. And you are a...
Cancer.
Cancer.
I'm a long time ago, a month
You
or
know,
two.
I think Leos and Cancers go well together.
We
That's why
do.
we're such good friends.
We do. Listen, we have so much to talk about. Why don't we sit down and
Let's
do that?
talk. Come and join us. So, speaking of our signs, do you think it's true about the signs? Do you think that we actually have a lot in common with, let's say, I'm a Leo, and they say they're at the center of attention? I mean, I don't know. They don't-
I actually do, okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Do you
Really?
want to hear why?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
Guess what the two most romantically affinitive signs are? Cancer, man.
Leo, woman.
No.
Oh. Don't get excited.
Pisces.
Pisces.
Pisces woman.
Pisces.
So guess who's married to a Pisces?
Your beautiful wife, Virginia, is a
Thank
Pisces.
you. Yes, she's
Oh
a
my
Pisces, and I'm a
goodness.
Cancer man, and we've been married a long time.
You know what? That's so funny because every time that I see you two are just so loving. And you guys have been together for how many years?
40 years.
40 years?
40 years.
Oh my goodness. What's your secret, Bill?
Energy.
Energy. Well, you have tons of energy, I'm sure.
You know, we had Karen Waney here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last week.
Last week we had Karen Waney here, and she talked about love, life, wellness. Karen Waney's a good friend of our family. Love,
Really?
life, wellness.
So
That's the
she
secret.
helps keep that energy moving all the time,
She's a good person.
keeping it new and fresh.
Keeping
Love
it new, keeping it fresh, keeping it honest.
Ooh,
All
that's
right?
a good one.
Being straight with each other. Don't hide things.
Yeah, you know, I get the same question a lot of the time because I have actually also been with my boyfriend for now in November will be 11 years. We've been together for 11 years. I know a lot of people don't believe me.
Bless you, Ryan.
To put up with me. But, and he's an Aries. But like you said, keeping it honest is so true, not just in relationships. Well, yes, just in relationships, because even in businesses, I feel like you have to have a good rapport with people. You have to have a good relationship, a good, honest relationship with whoever your client is or whoever you're dealing with in life in general. So I think communication and honesty.
Communications. All right? Easy for women, more difficult for men.
I don't know about that. I think easy for women to be maybe a little bit more extroverted about it. But for men, I think you guys just might come about doing it in a different way. No?
Well, we do. We tend to assume a lot of things. And women
Have
are
you
more
read the 4 Agreements?
I have not.
Okay, one of them is do not assume. This is very powerful.
Okay.
I think we all do too much of that,
But
assuming.
I read men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Women are from the galaxy, okay?
No, in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, the author Joel Gray discusses how men, when they get a little beyond what they want to communicate, go into their cave. Women, on the other hand, that's when they want to communicate more and more. So that's the conflict.
It's the challenge, but that's okay. But you know what? I'm also really curious to know about what's coming soon. Who is our guest today?
Well, I'm glad you're interested in hearing, because Nola Aronson is a powerful woman who specializes in hearing communications.
Ooh.
Get it?
I get it.
Communications.
I totally get it.
We'll be right back with our next guest, Advanced Audiology's Nola Aronson.
Do you have a problem with your friends driving recklessly? With your friends endangering your life? I'm here to tell you that reckless driving is the #1 cause of teenage deaths. But with new and improved Slow Down, you don't have to die.
He's right. We should slow down.
In the real world, there is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up.
Kim, pay attention.
Sir, are you okay?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? Call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Setareh Khatibi, and this is Bill Miranda, and welcome to Our Valley Santa Clarita Television. All brought to you by Our Valley Santa Clarita Magazine. Make sure to go and subscribe to get your copy of this magazine every month at ourvalleygroup.com.
And you know, that's funny because originally we're supposed to say www.
Not originally.
ourvalleygroup.com.
No, you're not supposed to original. That is old school, dude.
And so she's bagging on me over old school. Could I tell you something? Girl, that's
What's
not
that?
old school.
What's that, boy?
That is not old school. Listen.
Fine. You want to do it your way? Make sure to open the laptop, take the mouse to the top, click.
Okay. So what this shows you. Yeah. What this shows you is that there can be a gap in communications between two people, even two people as close as we are. And one of the things we want to talk about with Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology.
Welcome, Nola. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
It's about gaps in communication, because sometimes one of us can't hear the other. And
no, that's just usually you. You can't hear me.
No, that's not true. Now he can hear very well.
He can hear. Then he's ignoring me is what he's doing.
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
And so
now he has a choice. He can hear or he can ignore you, because he has one of our top-of-the-line hearing aids in his ears.
Bill.
And guess what?
That's right.
You can't even see him.
Bill, you have hearing aids?
I do. I don't just have hearing aids. I have top-of-the-line
Oh my
hearing
goodness.
aids.
I don't know if there's a way that we can like show. I did not, I'm telling you straightforward, I did not know that you wore hearing aids until Nola mentioned it. Because they do not look like the old school bulky.
Do you have a close-up on me? Can you get a close-up on my hearing aids?
Chunky, you know, like, okay, is it this little tiny invisible wire? How does that work?
It's just,
it's new and modern.
Right.
Technology.
That's what it is. And it happens to be for young people now, not the old stigma of you have to be old to have a hearing problem.
Right.
See, we're all young and young people now.
No, I'm so
wear
glad you're
hearing
bringing
devices.
that up. Yeah, because now of all the new technology that we have with like headphones and our cell phones and loud music, with all the new music amps and things that people put in their car, now a lot of people are suffering from losing their hearing.
Yes, us baby boomers, you know, we listened to loud music. We went to rock concerts. We worked around a lot of noise. We were in the service. We fought, Vietnam
Have
War.
screaming parents, so it just gets so annoying.
Right. So that's why we need some help now. But, you talk about those cell phones, and you want to be hands-free and you wear these big chunky things hanging out of your ears.
Right.
Well, I bet you didn't know that Bill can just answer his cell phone into his hearing aids.
I've seen him do it. That's why I never
And
knew
then you
that
think
you
he's
had
talking to himself, you see?
No, I really did think you were going a little bit cray-cray recently when we were driving and you were talking. Anyway, Bill, you have hearing aids, and you got them from Nola.
She's so surprised.
I am.
Let me tell you a story, and I'll try and tell you this quickly. When I got the hearing aids from you, I went home and I looked at my wife and I said, "Can you notice anything different about me?" She looked completely, and my wife is an artist, so she sees detail. And she said, "No, that I can't, there's nothing, I can't see the change." And I said, "Well, look a little carefully." "I can't see the change." I said, "Look at my face, look at my head." She said, "I can't see the change." I said, "I'm wearing hearing aids." She goes, "Oh my God, you're wearing hearing aids." So then I figured, well, maybe my wife, not a good test. I went to my friends, I went to my children. No one could see that I was wearing hearing aids. And I thank you, Nola, for making that possible.
You're welcome.
Now, what I'd like to ask you is, why don't more people who need hearing assistance get it?
Because they're still back in the old days of when hearing aids were big and chunky.
They don't know that they have this option, because I know people who have some hearing deficiency or issues, but they don't want to go and get hearing aids because they're so bulky and chunky and it makes them feel insecure. But now that they have this option, this high-tech technology option of having it look almost invisible, then I think more people are going to be really interested in finding out more about what you have to offer. How can they go about finding out more or getting tests?
Well, let me just say something first. Your hearing loss is more conspicuous than any hearing aid. So when you answer wrong, then you look older. And people are going to start thinking you're getting early Alzheimer's or some dementia, because they have linked hearing loss to dementia and Alzheimer's, because we got to keep our brain functioning. So if you have a hearing problem and you don't do anything about it, you're not fooling anybody, first of all. You're just getting other people annoyed at you, right? And it opens up a whole new world to you, doesn't it, Bill?
Exactly, it does. And the other thing I remember distinctly is people coming into my house, my children especially, they would come into my house, and they grew up there, right? So they know the house. They would come into my house and say, "Why does Dad have the television up so loud?" Mm-hmm. Always. My daughter, one of my daughters, would come in and immediately lower the television. I'm like, "What are you doing? I can't hear it now." She said, "Dad, you're blasting it all over the neighborhood." Now I don't have that problem.
That's incredible.
And they also have another device that you can actually hear the television through your hearing aids without any wires, just like you had your own personal headset on. So now you can turn the TV on mute, and people are going to start saying, "Why don't you turn the TV up? I can't hear it."
Now they're going to be the ones that are turning it up.
Right.
Nola, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we want to know a little bit more about you. We want our viewers to know who you are and also what you do in more detail, okay?
Okay.
What you can do for them. So we'll be right back. Thank you. We'll be right back with Nola Aronson.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Use energy-saving light bulbs, energy smart power strips, and turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Get together and make a difference. Learn what you can do at energy.gov/tink.
great things. Find out how a healthy lifestyle can help your child succeed.
Welcome back. We're here with Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology, and we're talking hearing, and we're talking communications. Thank you for being with us, Nola.
Thank you for having me.
So Nola, tell us, let's get to know Nola a little bit more. Where were you raised?
So I'm from New York, from Long Island. Wrong Island is what I say. And then I went to school in Hartford, Connecticut for my undergraduate degree. I actually was a special ed teacher for many years because I like to work with kids who have problems. And from that, I moved to California when I graduated from college. And I started to work in a preschool. But I found out, I really wanted to do something more and get a master's degree. So I started off wanting to be a speech therapist, and because a lot of the kids had speech and language problems. And I went to Cal State Long Beach, and I was doing the same types of things. And one day I took a pediatric audiology class, and I got to see that I can get my answer right away. I could help somebody right away. I didn't have to wait a long period of time to help them. So I go, that's what I want to do. So that's what I got into audiology, and that was 35 years ago.
What a rewarding job.
Yeah, it was great. So I'm a really good specialist in pediatrics also. My favorite is to test children that are difficult to test.
And do children have hearing problems?
Oh yeah, we fit hearing aids. My youngest child I fit with hearing aids was 6 months old.
Whoa.
And and she's still my patient today, and she's almost 30 right now.
How would someone know if they should maybe take their child to get a checkup? I feel like not many people think that they have to take their children to get their hearing checked. I know in schools they do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, most of the thing is when there's a speech and language delay.
That's how you would start. Those
are
the
first
symptoms.
thing you do is check to see if it's a hearing loss.
Okay.
So that's a good point. Whether you're a child or an adult, there's a point where you know that you need hearing help.
Well, a child may not know.
Well, not a child, not a child. Okay, not a baby, not an infant, but there's a point in time when you know what, I think I need hearing help. And they call you. What happens then?
Okay, so I've been in the Santa Clarita Valley since 1987. Wow. And I've trained a lot of other audiologists around. And what happens is I decided that I wanted to be known as the community audiologist. I want people to feel like they're family. We are not here we are here to help with communication and hearing, but give you a solution. Mm-hmm. Now, if that solution happens to be a hearing aid, well, then it is that. But we're not there to sell you something. So what happens is I have a wonderful staff.
Yes, you do. I can relate to that.
Yes.
I can attest to that, too.
And my staff is very supportive because we all feel like everybody is so important that we want you to feel like you're part of our family. Mm-hmm. So when you come into our office, it actually looks like a living room, and we have a TV, and we have a coffee maker.
I
have
might go
cookies.
Just to hang out. I don't know.
And we do have patients that come just to hang out and come to visit us because we give a lot of free, good service. Now, the important part to realize is, when people call in, they have some fear because they know something might be the problem, so they don't want to admit that, because a lot of people think that when they get a hearing aid, it's because you're getting old. So we got to get over that because, like as we said, children get hearing aids, and your hearing loss is more conspicuous than any hearing aid. So you don't want to start to isolate yourself from the things that you like to do just because you're having difficulty hearing. So it's very important to do this at an early stage. So even if you don't think you have a hearing loss, because we are the community audiologists, we give free hearing screenings for anybody 55 and older.
Wow.
And that's because you want to get a baseline and you want to be educated as what to look for so you don't end up having a loss where you're putting yourself in isolation and stopping going out to dinners and stopping going out to meetings and parties and having fun because you're having difficulty hearing and you don't want to admit it.
Right.
So we try to make it easy, and we like to educate people a lot. So all you really have to do is just call our office and we will give you a free hearing screening. Now, my office staff is so trained. They know what kinds of questions to ask. They work at putting you at ease. They do such a great job. And
They do. As one of your clients, I can attest, as I said before, great service, great people, great service. I feel like I am going into my living room. I feel like I am with family, and I certainly vouch for everything you're saying.
thank you.
I also want to talk about all you do and your company does and your staff does for our community. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes. Well, we are very active in the community. We are ambassadors of the chamber. My fiance and works for the company, and he does our physician marketing. But he's also one ambassador of the chamber for his first year in the chamber.
Excellent.
Wow.
And he does.
Stephen.
Stephen Leteau. And he does, all the events that the chamber has and helps put on all the events, and we volunteer. We're also members of VIA, and we're trying to get more active in VIA now, which is a great organization for businesses to businesses that we have up here. And I'm very interested in helping children get off of drugs. That's like a sideline interest of mine. So I'm hoping to get more involved in the teen action that we have up here.
Great.
Helping kids get off of drugs, and volunteering just like on a lot of committees, and of course being part of the Latino Chamber of Commerce is very important to us.
Very strong part of the Latino Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for that support.
And we like to support you, Bill.
Thank you so much for joining us, Nola, and giving us so much important information. We can see that you're very involved with the community, and I think all of you viewers should go and check out Nola, the wonderful audiologist here in Santa Clarita, to check and make sure that your hearing's at its par, at its best.
Yes, and where can we reach you, Nola?
Yes, so we are Advanced Audiology. We are the ones with the purple sign. So we are right next to AAA in the Troop Owen Patterson building on Valencia Boulevard. And our phone number is 661 253 EARS.
EARS. EARS.
Right, so it's 661-253-3277. And call for your free hearing screening today.
Thank you very much, Nola, for being with us.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Thank you. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll close the show.
They come back to parades, high school bands, and celebrations. We welcome them with open arms as heroes. Their tours of duty are behind them. Their challenges are not. Many will spend longer coming back from the war than they spent in the war, retraining, searching for jobs, recovering from scars, some visible, some not. Find out what you can do to help at welcomebackveterans.org.
Santa Clarita is Southern California's entertainment destination. Just minutes from LA, Santa Clarita's year-round weather means you can enjoy year-round fun. Like thrilling coasters and water parks, premium shopping, destination day spas, fine dining, outdoor adventure, and major events such as wine festivals, golf tournaments, and the Cowboy Festival. Santa Clarita, always in season.
Setareh Khatibi, and this is Bill Miranda. And thanks so much for tuning back into Our Valley Santa Clarita TV, sponsored by Our Valley Santa Clarita magazine. And make sure to subscribe at ourvalleygroup.com. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, www.ourvalleygroup.com.
But listen, we had a great show.
We did.
We had a great show, and we had a great time. Nola Aronson, I'm telling you, she's right on it.
She is, and she gave us a lot of information about how you are actually have been ignoring me versus not hearing me.
Right, because I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. I have Nola Aronson's hearing aids, but I ignore you, but only because I love you, baby.
Okay. Anyways.
Tune in next week. We're going to have another fantastic show. It's called Dress for Success.
This is the one to do.
Dress for Business. No, we're going to have another fantastic show with some really outstanding guests. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Have a great day in our beautiful Our Valley, Santa Clarita.